Tuesday. How is your Tuesday going? I hope it's going great. My name is Lisa. I'm an Elle Daily host. I love all things Longaberger. I give Longaberger. It's been in my life for as long as I can remember. My mom is a basket fanatic, and so even from a little girl, I remember Longaberger in our house, and I love it. And the history of this company, the legacy of this company is so profound, and the reputation is so terrific that it's just a pleasure to be a part of this company. And I'm glad to be with you as well for just a few minutes on this Tuesday. So I'm taking over just a bit of your Tuesday to talk about Longaberger hostess gifts. And you may be thinking, yes, a basket would be a beautiful gift to give someone. But I want to tempt you with maybe some other ideas from Longaberger. When that day comes when you're invited to a beautiful dinner and you are preparing yourself, you're getting dressed, your makeup is beautiful, your hair is beautiful, you're like, you know what? I need to take something because we've been invited to that place with our friends for dinner before. This time I'm not going empty handed. So I've got some ideas for you for really great hostess presents. And I'm starting right here. But first of all of these are made right here in the US. So if that's important to you, and I know it is important to so many of us, that we're supporting companies that do really great products in the US and supporting US workers, then these are three great ideas. All right. I have to admit, I still write notes all the time. I love getting handwritten notes. I love writing handwritten notes. I mean, I guess if I'm writing them, I'm handwriting them. And I love giving them. So the first idea I have for you are these beautiful note cards from Longaberger. Obviously, there's a basket on the front. I'll show it to you a little bit more closely. Isn't that pretty? These have actually been printed here in the United States on a vintage letterpress. Remember the old vintage letterpresses? That's how these have been printed. Beautiful cardstock. It's completely blank on the inside. So you'll be able to put whatever message that you want to send to your friends. And the back clearly says Longaberger. And I love the color of the envelope. It's just a really pretty soft brown. And the look of this is so lovely and it's so thoughtful. And it's something that you wouldn't necessarily expect to receive if someone's coming to your home or you've treated them maybe to a long weekend at your house. But it's really sweet. And you know what we're seeing is this trend. So many of us are loving going back to the traditions of old. And you know, people are texting so much these days and they're emailing so much these days. There's even less phone calls that we're hearing. It's more just really a quick text or a quick email. But a lot of people, myself included, are wanting to go back to those old traditions. And for me, a handwritten note is so special. So this is idea number one for your hostess gift, or really any type of gift. But you want to get it from Longaberger, and it's a little unusual. This is the first option. The second option is something, again, you may not think about. So I'm going to tell you about a product that is chock full, I mean chock full of coconut oil, sunflower oil, apricot, argan, avocado, macadamia nut oil, shea nut oil, and you're thinking, are you talking about a face cream that I'm going to be giving when I go to someone's home as a gift? No, I'm not. I want to tempt you with this. You are going to be so proud giving that special person the most beautiful, decadent hand lotion they have ever received. This is called White Cotton Aptly. And I love the design. It's just happy and it's beautiful little flowers and it's different shades of blue. But what is contained within here really are ingredients that you would expect that would be used for skincare for your face. But this is the most beautiful feeling lotion, but it's not just the way it feels, my friend. Look at this. Look how thick this is. Look how thick it is. It's not falling off my hand. It's not just the way it feels. It is the way this lotion smells. It is like you just took clothing off the line in the backyard on a crisp, sunny day with a cool air, but the nice sunshine, getting those clothes nice and dry on the line, and you bring them in and you bring them to your face and you smell the smelling of natural freshness. This smells so fresh and invigorating, almost like the feeling or the smell when you go outside after a thunderstorm has come through and everything just feels so fresh and clean. This has that same clean, fresh smell, and it feels amazing on your hand. You talk about getting a luxurious treatment. This feels great. And because it is so thick and rich, you don't use a lot every time you apply it to your skin. So it's going to last a really, really long time. So again, it's chock full of things like argan oil You've heard about argan oil. It's one of the most important oils for skincare, but also avocado. Avocado is a very rich fat, as you know, and it's wonderful on our skin. We know that shea butter and anything from the shea nut is really just so moisturizing and feels so great. I don't even want to stop caressing my own hands. This is not just your hands. You can put this on elbows, on your heels, on your knees. Really beautiful after you've been outside and you've had a little bit too much sun. I've used this on my legs before, my arms, my shoulders, and it's soothing and it feels so great. So if you didn't know, Longaberger does more than just baskets. We do a lot of things, including beautiful things for the skin. So this is your second option if you want to do a really maybe unexpected hostess gift from Longaberger. Okay, third, and maybe you also didn't know, Longaberger has a wine shop. Yes, we do. A beautiful wine shop and two beautiful wines that we're providing. Our wines come from California, and California wines are really considered to be some of the best in the world. Why, you may be asking? Well, the climate is really quite Mediterranean. You have sunny, warm days, but then from the ocean, the cool kind of fog that rolls in the evening gives you this really cool evening. So between the sunny, warm days and the cool evening, the temperature and the climate is just perfect to produce the best grapes. I also think California is so great because many of the vineyards have been passed down from generation to generation and on and on. So they're very carefully tended. We partner with the best vineyards to get you the best grapes and provide you the best wine. And I'm going to tell you about two of them right now. First things first, Chardonnay. This is our Chardonnay. It's a very crispy, it has notes of apple and pear. It's very smooth, but it's very refreshing. It is a golden straw color, and it finishes so velvety smooth, paired so nice, as you know, nicely with fish and poultry and light pastas. But the sommelier notes on this particular wine says this also pairs exceptionally well with appetizers because it's so light and it just is a perfect pair with those little past appetizers. And certainly, if you're taking this as a hostess gift, take it chilled so that she can open it right there and pour some for herself to enjoy, okay? But this is our Chardonnay, and it is absolutely spectacular. So if you like Chardonnay, you like that white, crispy wine, this is terrific. And by the way, we think about wine going with cheese only if it's like a red wine with a sharp cheddar or a really hard cheese. White wines are really great with the spreadable soft cheeses that you put on like a little piece of toast or a cracker or something. So keep this in mind as you're thinking about appetizers and how it would pair and when you give it to your friend in a way of saying thank you for having us over to dinner. But also, of course, we're going to have a Merlot for you. So in our wine shop, check out our Merlot. This is a very garnet color. It has beautiful black cherries, plums, fig. It has such a velvety, smooth finish. I'm telling you, it is magnificent. Pairs obviously so well with any sort of fish that's a little bit heartier, meat, pasta. But this is the one too, if your friend always has a cheese platter. And it's so funny, my friend Anara, who I talk about all the time, she lives in my building, and I go over there all the time, either to have dinner with her, or sometimes we just play cards. But it doesn't matter what time I come over. She always has put out a little cheese platter for me. We might have two nibbles, but she always has it out. And she likes a hard cheese, a very, very hearty cheese. If that's what your friend generally does for dinner time, take the red and pop it right there because it will pair so beautifully with the appetizer or the steak or the pasta that she's preparing. Or maybe she just put it away for the next time that you come over. So Takeover Tuesday today was about hostess gifts. And so I hope today you'll take a look at the Longaberger website and maybe discover these different categories of items that we provide that you may not have known. Yes, all kinds of baskets. But yes, how about beautiful little note cards? How about a rich hand cream that you will just love giving because it's so decadent? Or sharing a bottle of wine with that good friend who's been so generous to you. Just a few ideas for you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you again soon here